News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Star Nursery, for all your landscape and gardening supplies right here in Pahrump. Call 775-727-5300 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, a truck crashes into a storage building in a neighborhood. Are you or someone you know suffering from PTSD? Many animals are available right now for adoption. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, January 14th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The driver of a pickup truck was medically transported after crashing into a building yesterday.
This accident report is brought to you by Half Price Lawyers, located on the corner of Mason and 160. Call 775-400-0000.
A vehicle versus structure accident occurred yesterday afternoon on Hardy Street, cross of Linda and Lola. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to a large warehouse for a truck that apparently crashed through a fence and went into a storage building. Fire crews were able to extricate the patient from the truck, who appeared to be having a seizure. It is unknown at this time if the seizure was caused by the accident or if in fact the accident was caused by the seizure. The building sustained major damage, as well as the vehicle, which appeared to have Arizona plates. The man was transported locally to Desert View Hospital with injuries. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the cause of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Every day, lives are lost as a result of war, even years after the soldier has returned safely home. When their loved ones believe they have escaped harm, they find out that they may need more help than they originally thought. We caught up with Patty Grubbs, the wife of Dave, who fought in Vietnam and recently, unfortunately, took his own life after suffering daily with post-traumatic stress disorder. Patty wanted to talk about her and Dave's life together in order to help those who are suffering silently.
We were watching, we're sitting downstairs watching a TV show. It was called Green Eyes. And it was, it showed Vietnam, and it showed a mountain girl that the veterans had become friends with. They would get their smokes from them, and they would, talk to them and associate with them. And he started to cry. And I'd never seen him like that before. I took him in my arms and I hugged him and I said, "Honey, what's going on?" He says, "Oh, it's a Vietnam thing." I said, "Let's talk about this." I didn't want to talk about it. I said, "No, come on. As far as I'm concerned, you're my hero. You've always been a hero. You fought for this country. Help me out here. Tell me what's going on." So then he got out his medals. And he started showing me all the medals and certificates of heroism and the Bronze Star. And I put him in a frame and I hung him on the wall. He did not want me to do that. He did not want me to do that. He didn't want people to know that he was in Vietnam.
He never wanted to talk about this.
Right.
This was something that he wanted to leave in the past.
He couldn't leave it in the past. I think it was something he just didn't want anybody to know because they hated the Vietnam veterans. They spat on them. They called them baby killers. They did everything terrible. It was awful.
There's a lot of pain with Vietnam vets over how the United States citizens treated them when they came back. And that is a lot of trauma for them, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a lot of trauma. And my heart goes out to all suffering veterans right now. If I could hug you and tell you it's going to be okay, I would. I kept David alive, and he would even told his kids, if it wasn't for Patty, I'd be gone a long time ago.
Because David had how many children before you guys got married?
He had two, a boy, Mike, and a girl, Carrie Jo.
And even though you two didn't have children together, these were like your children.
They were, as I said, they didn't grow under my heart, they grew in it. And every day they grew closer and closer. Well, when I was married the first time, I went to see a psychic. And she said, I see a small girl, and are you pregnant? I went, no, I'm not pregnant. Next time I saw her, she says, I see a small boy. I said, I'm not pregnant. And then all of a sudden, there's David, and I have a small boy and a small girl in my life.
And when we come back from this break, your Desert View Hospital health tip.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Plaque in the coronary arteries can obstruct blood flow to the heart and cause chest pain. A complete blockage can sometimes trigger a heart attack. However, many people are diagnosed with smaller amounts of plaque in their arteries. A new study examined whether these smaller blockages are also associated with increased risk of heart attack and death. Catherine Dolph explains in this week's JAMA report.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
This is something no one wants to see, blockage of blood vessels in the heart.
If somebody's having chest pain, it generally means that they have a plaque that is blocking more than 70% of the coronary artery. So we call that obstructive coronary disease.
When patients have smaller amounts of plaque, they are diagnosed with what is known as non-obstructive coronary disease.
We were concerned that perhaps those non-obstructive plaques did have a risk for causing a heart attack down the road.
Dr. Thomas Maddox from the Denver VA Medical Center and co-authors examined angiograms of more than 37,000 U.S. veterans over a 3-year period. This procedure can detect obstruction in the coronary arteries. The researchers wanted to see whether patients with smaller blockages had heart attacks or died in the year following their angiogram.
Patients with non-obstructive disease had a 2 to 5 times higher risk of heart attack and death. We haven't been able to see that relationship before. All of these patients, regardless of whether or not they had non-obstructive or obstructive coronary disease, had a higher risk for heart attack and death over that following year compared to patients who didn't have any coronary disease at all.
Dr. Maddox says it might be time to think differently about how we categorize coronary artery disease.
Rather than simply thinking about obstructive and non-obstructive, we should probably be thinking about any coronary artery disease versus no coronary artery disease.
Catherine Dolph, the JAMA Report.
It is also important for patients and their physicians to consider preventative medications and lifestyle changes to decrease the risk of having a heart attack. Governor Brian Sandoval will step up to the podium of the legislative building on Thursday for his third State of the State address. A week ago Monday at his inauguration, the governor made school children the centerpiece. He will do that again Thursday night when he promises to make education reform his top priority. His administration is keeping the details of his speech and his budget proposals to itself. The fiscal year finishes with an anticipated $175 million deficit. Projections for the next 2 years indicate insufficient revenue to cover expected expenses. The governor's speech will begin at 5:50 p.m. Thursday on various channels. Well, it was the last day to view the old Mountain View Casino sign. Terrible's Roadhouse signs went up today on Pahrump Valley Boulevard. The new signs are going up on the new Terrible Herps Roadhouse Casino. The casino, which was formerly Mountain View, owned by the McCaw family, has been taken over at least 50% by the Herbst family. The other 50% is reportedly owned by Rochelle McCaw, who is the widow of the former Mountain View Casino owner, John McCaw. A Las Vegas company by the name of Patrick Signs put the signs on front of the building and also utilize the old Mountain View sign to put up the new signs that says Terrible's Roadhouse. The property is said to be starting out with its 180 slot machines and will be open in the beginning of February. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Exciting stuff. An Ohio man was arrested today accused of planning to attack the United States Capitol. The man, identified as 20-year-old Christopher Cornell, was dealing with an undercover agent the entire time and was never in a position to carry out his plan. Officials said that starting in August, Cornell began posting comments on Twitter in support of ISIS under an alias. Shortly after those posts began appearing, the FBI sent an undercover operative to meet with him. During a meeting with the operative, court documents say Cornell said he wanted to go forward with violent jihad and that he wanted to build, plant, and detonate pipe bombs at and near the U.S. Capitol, then shoot and kill employees and officials. The FBI said he was arrested in Ohio after he bought 2 assault-style rifles and 600 rounds of ammunition as the undercover operative watched. Officials said he never bought any components for pipe bombs. All the same, Wild and Tame has a wide array of animals right now ready for adoption.
We rescue animals that come from kill facilities, kill shelters, and try to get them into good homes after they receive the good medical care. We also have a boarding facility for the public to come and bring their animals to kind of have a staycation while their parents are away.
All sorts of animals?
All sorts of animals.
Hence the name, right?
Yes, all the same, Wild and Tame.
So you guys are doing a Save a Pet segment now.
Yes, we are. We're trying to get some of our animals out in the public eye so that they can find a better chance of getting a good home.
And tell me a little bit more details about your guys' facility as far as boarding.
We board all different types of animals, from cats, dogs, reptiles, bunnies, birds, so their parents can go and have a vacation or a necessary leave and know that their pet will be well cared for.
Grooming?
We offer $10 doggy washes, and really that's all it is just a wash. We don't do cutting or anything invasive. We can clip nails and clean ears, but that's about it.
So every Wednesday we'll be seeing your animals here on KPVM-TV, and of course people will be hearing it on 95.9 KACE. If people want to contact you, how can they do that?
They can come visit us at 6091 Gills Way here in Pahrump, or they can call us at 866-883-5327.
Do you guys have a website?
All the same, wildandtame.com.
And it has the animals up on there too as well?
Yes.
There are quite a few animals up there. I am the one in charge of ads, so not all of them yet.
After this break, we're going to tell you all about Sunday's Golden Globe Awards. The 72nd Annual Golden Globe Awards, honoring the best in film and American television, was broadcast live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel in California on Sunday. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosted the event. George Clooney was honored as the 2014 Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award honoree. The 4 biggest acting nods for motion pictures went to Michael Keaton for Birdman, Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything, Julianne Moore for Still Alice, and Patricia Arquette for Boyhood. Meanwhile, the Grand Budapest Hotel took home top honors for Best Comedy, and Boyhood won Best Drama. On the TV side, The Affair won Best Drama, and Transparent was honored as Best Comedy. Acting honors in the drama categories went to Ruth Wilson for The Affair and Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, while Gina Rodriguez was recognized for her role in the comedy Jane the Virgin, and Jeffrey Tambor won for his role in Transparent. For the complete list of Sunday's winners, you can find them on the web at goldenglobes.com. Actor-comedian George Lopez is considering a career change by entering into the world of politics. The 53-year-old has revealed he is hoping to run for mayor of Los Angeles in 6 years. If Lopez launches a campaign, he would not be the first celebrity to enter into California politics. Actor Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California from 2003 to 2011, and actor Carlos Allen Autry was mayor of Fresno from 2000 to 2008. Clint Eastwood served as mayor of Carmel, and Ronald Reagan was the state governor before he became U.S. president. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
There's nothing like the look, feel, and smell of a brand new car. Unfortunately, it doesn't last. While it's impossible to keep your car in flawless condition, you can make it clean and shiny again. In today's Angie's List report, auto detailing for every budget. You don't have to spend big bucks to keep your ride looking fresh. Just $50 can make a huge difference.
We would do a hand wash. We would also apply a hand wax, clean the windows, the wheels, and also do a quick vacuum on the interior of the vehicle and give it a quick wipe down on the dash.
For around $100, your auto detailer may spend more time focusing on the exterior.
Instead of the wax, we would give it a hand wash, a clay bar treatment, which removes all the bonded surface contaminants on the vehicle, bits of tar, bugs, just other things like that. And then we would apply a synthetic sealant.
For a little less than $200, many auto detailers offer a complete interior or exterior detail.
So we could either get the inside looking as good as it possibly can, which does take about a full day, or do an exterior detail. The sealant's included in that as well, but we would also be buffing and polishing to remove all the surface scratches, get the exterior looking as good as possible.
A deluxe auto detail, which includes every step of a full interior and exterior detailing, typically costs more than $250. You'll likely pay extra if you drive a large truck or SUV, or even a black vehicle.
Oftentimes, if we're working on a black vehicle, there could be a $30 surcharge. Black shows every minor imperfection in the exterior, so we just have a couple of extra steps that are involved to ensure that we get it looking as good as possible.
Regardless of what you plan to spend, Angie's List says make sure your expectations are clear.
Having your car auto detailed is actually a pretty personal service, so you want to talk to them about all the specifics about your car, understand their experience, and be sure to point out any areas that need a little extra attention, like the kids have left an ice cream cone in the back seat and you want to make sure that gets out.
We always ask all of our customers, do you have any particular issues? The most common are dog hair, stains, spills, things like that. Certain parts of the exterior could have deeper scratches or they ran into some road paint.
When it comes to stain removal, expect to pay about $50, depending on the severity of the stain. Auto detailing experts say it's best to just leave the stain alone and bring your car to them. Many times people try several different household products to clean the stain and end up setting it in. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
And as promised, here's today's Save a Pet with All the Same, Wild and Tame.
My name is Mary Kay Miller.
And I'm Robin McElwain.
We're with All the Same, Wild and Tame. We're introducing Boots. Boots is a 2-year-old Pit Bull Great Dane mix. He is current on his shots and has been neutered. A very friendly guy, a little shy at first when he first meets someone, but comes out of it very quickly. He has been through obedience training and is looking for his forever home. You can call us at any time at 866-88-FLEAS, 866-883-5327.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. You did a good job. We'll still be running our Friday segment of Save a Pet with Tails End Animal Shelter. And if you're interested in sponsoring that segment, give us a call here at 727-9400, extension 201. That's 727-9400, extension 201. Authorities say the son of Nevada rancher Cliven Bundy has been arrested on federal land on parole violations and a drug court arrest warrant. 35-year-old Cliven Lance Bundy was held today at the Clark County Jail pending a court appearance. The Federal Bureau of Land Management released a statement saying a ranger checking off-road vehicles for permits at Jean Dry Lake arrested Bundy on Sunday driving a commercial tour group vehicle. The elder Bundy said he's been trying to help his son but hasn't heard from him since the holidays. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid is likely to return to the Senate next week after missing the first 2 weeks of business due to injuries sustained in a fall at his home in Nevada. Reid is suffering from broken facial bones and ribs when a piece of exercise equipment broke. He also sustained a concussion. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather with Noah Began.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, January 14th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 57 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 58 degrees. Winds were coming from the east-northeast today at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 15 miles per hour. So we had some moderate winds outside today. The UV index today was 2, which is low. Humidity was at 35% today. Sunrise was at 6:55 this morning, and the record high in 1945 was 74 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 33 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 39 degrees. Winds will be coming from the northeast this evening at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 57%. Sunset was at 4:52 this evening, and the record low in 1963 was 14 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. Winds will be coming from the southeast at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour, so you should be having some low winds tomorrow. Humidity will be at 38% tomorrow. Sunrise will be at 6:55 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 3, which is low. For our 7-day forecast, again, we'll be starting off some sunny skies tomorrow. Looks like we might be having a partly cloudy Friday, and then it looks like we'll also be having a partly cloudy beginning to next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the low 60s. They'll be working their way up into the high 60s early next week, and then dropping back down into those low 60s around mid next week. Your low temperatures, you're looking at a similar pattern. It'll be starting off in the mid 30s, going up into the low 40s early next week, and then back down into those mid 30s mid next week.
Thanks so much, Noah. I want to say hi to everybody out there on our radio station, KA's Country Radio 95.9 on your FM dial. And if you're watching on TV and you want to hear some good country music, go to 95.9 on your FM dial. And you can also hear our news simulcast there at 5 and 5:30. And if you're listening on the radio station and you'd like to see the news on television, you can do so. And you can even hook up to our 4 channels. We have 4 digital channels, not just one. And you can do that even if you have satellite, even if you have DirecTV or Dish Network, you can still watch KPVM-TV. All you need to do is give us a call here at the station. I would talk to Vern if I were you. 727-9400 extension 203 is Vern's extension. He'll tell you all the info on how you can hook up. It's super easy, and all you need to do is just give him a call, 727-9400 extension 203. You can even call Rod's TV if you want to, 727-9395, and that's Rod's number to have him rescan your television. And that's going to do it. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Good night.